Good morning, pregame crew. How are you? It is Tuesday, September 7th, 8:21 a.m. I will get started in 9 minutes. Audio visual check, please. I'm going to mute my mic for a bit. Give y'all a few more minutes to join. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Chuck. Mr. Clockwork, always the first one to let me know. Gosh, I hope y'all are doing well on this Tuesday morning and that you are physically doing well. We are struggling with smoke where I am, and it is really disturbing the respiratory system. Good morning, Jason, Rob, Night Truck, Jay, Tamazon, Rob Don, Steven, Chuck Bernard, Blue Dog, Roger Morgan, Michael. Yeah, how about y'all hit that like button? Hey, Kalex, Bobby Orr, please and thank you, and hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, I am Chart Gal Lori. I attempt to post helpful posts on the daily and on Twitter, except for weekends. We will get started in 6 minutes. One morning I'm going to mess up, and I'm going to go ahead and mess up now. Every morning I want to say, good morning, 2 Live crew instead of pregame crew. That would be a mistake. Hey, JH. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Philip. Hope you're doing well in Houston. I consider Houston part of my hometown. That's where we would go to Astroworld growing up. How about that for dating myself, Philip? I can, Kevin. It is just a blue sky bull. It will be a blow off top. It will. That's a definitive statement. We just don't know when. Hey, Jorge. Let's look at Solano now. I've been trading it all weekend. It's a beautiful chart. 4-hour potential bull flag with inside bars. The key support, 17562. Resistance, 189.80. Look at that chart. That's parabolic. Doesn't mean that the music's going to stop anytime. I'm not even going to try that. Let me give it a curve. My magnet sometimes messes it up in addition to my wrist brace, but let me try to do that. Look at that, parabolic. It's beautiful. Just keep walking your stops up. That's all you can do on something that's just really blowing off the top here. Let's look at the 4 hours, the volume. We're getting a little bit of a vol climax here. Just a little bit. 4-hour potential bull flag. Stay with the trade. Walk your stops up. Let's look at this 4-hour. We have not lost the 4-hour EMAs, 8 and 21 or 12 and 26, whichever one you use. We haven't lost it since August 26th. So just stay with the trade. You miss it. Hey, Davy Baby, Alex. It's slightly different context. Yeah, it's not, we don't know when it's going to be over. We don't know. I have shifted my focus to FTM. I bought the dip yesterday. Got a 4-hour bearish reversal candle forming. And the hourly. Let's see what the bulls can do in buying this dip. FTM and FTT and Solano have been my horses all weekend. It was a good crypto weekend. Alex, I was talking about an altcoin, SOLUSDT. And I will try to say the ticker because I know some of you are not watching the screen. It's hard for me to remember, but I will try. SOLUSDT on Binance, an altcoin. And then I was talking about FTM USDT, another altcoin, the crypto space. A lot of you don't trade it, and that's okay. You will not be discriminated against in this show because we talk about crypto, commodities, Fab4 futures, and movers and shakers of the day. Literally, it's doing amazing, yes. FTM is doing amazing. We're going to get started in 3 minutes. I want you to take it nice and slow, really nice and slow this week. It's a 4-day week, 4-day trading week. So options expiration is still this Friday, but you only have 4 days for this trade to develop. So give yourself more time. If you're a day trader who typically trades same day expiration, maybe move out to next Friday. I like to do that because in my head on Mondays, I have a lot of time for the trade to develop and I'm more patient. You take 1 day away from me, it changes my mindset. So you could go out to next Friday, monthly expiration, and just give yourself the luxury of time. With options, most of them expire worthless because the trader didn't give themselves enough time. Give yourself the luxury of time and just get closer to in the money. When you give yourself more time, get closer to in the money. Again, just gives you breathing room. Two more minutes. Hey Judd, thank you for being here this morning and modding. I really appreciate you. Hey Curtis, David. We have a I won't say slow morning, but we have just a chill morning as far as news. It's very chill. We have some news, we have some tradable setups, but I wouldn't say that they're popping, not like MDB was last Friday after earnings or DocU. We don't have those type of movers and shakers this morning. So I will go over what I have found. I think I've still found some Queen of the Mountain setups. If you're new here, Queen of the Mountain just means my primo setups. You know, when you play King of the Mountain as a child and you try to be the last one standing on top of the hill, that's the same thing with trading. I'm constantly bumping setups, looking for the tippy top setups, the best of the best to share with you from my perspective, from my trading experience. And we are at the time to get started. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community and we teach technical analysis. And if you're wondering, when I say community, do I overuse that word? No, I don't overuse that word. This is part of our community. We have lots of news that we post in the morning. You're constantly kept up to date. In general, we post setups that we see. We have Charting Man Dan, he is at the helm of our ship, and Chart Guys Jason, and they post setups that they see as well. We have a lot of experienced professional traders, professional in that they're not prop traders, but they are day traders that do this full time and they post their setups, and it's just a lot of invaluable information. We have courses, we have candlestick courses, exit and entry, we have swing report, Trader Pro alerts. So come check us out. Jason, if you're feeling generous, if you want to give a discount code for the first month membership at TCG, I'd appreciate it. So if you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now. Yellow, purple, 50 and 200 simple moving average, green and red, 8 and 21, yellow candles, JC inside bars. And if you get caught up on this EMA number, literally you could put in front of that 8, a 9, a 10, a 4.12, a 6.78, whatever it is, just use a consistent EMA that you're comfortable with how price responds to it, and you will be successful. I can't even tell you how much it boggled my brain. Two things when I started trading: EMAs and the variations out there, and I was constantly trying to get my fingers touching around what is the ultimate EMA? What's the ultimate EMA? That would just boggle my brain. And patterns. I always wanted to assign a pattern to every chart I saw. When I let go of trying to assign a pattern to everything, and if it would come to me naturally and I would see it jump off the screen, then I would assign it a name and it would be an extra tool in my toolkit. But I never trade patterns just based off the patterns alone. Price action is number one. King, queen, prince, and princess, and chart patterns are secondary. Same thing with EMAs. Don't get super obsessed with it. You're not using the 12 and 26. You're not using the 9 and 21. You're not using, Do what's comfortable for you. I'm an options trader. I need very, very quick signs. In 8 and 21, the signs will happen sooner than a 12 and 26. So that's why I use it as part of the Fibonacci math series. So let go of that. Give yourself some sanity. I use the CM Ultimate RSI multi-time frame and the TTM squeeze because I'm always looking for pressure building. The story of the day is 4-hour EQ. So we have 4-hour EQs on ES and RTY. On NASDAQ, we don't. We have a 4-hour downtrend, and on YM, we have a diamond pattern. I don't talk about the diamond pattern often because you don't see it often. Diamond pattern is often seen at the top of a market. It could mark the top of a market. So let's look at YM. 1 second. Okay, so just for today, and this will be the last code that we give out for the week, pregame 20. Pregame 20 for 20% off your first month, and this will be the last code we give out this week if you're thinking about checking us out. Okay, getting back to the charts. YM, the Dow, we have a 4-hour diamond pattern, and this can mark the top of a market run, and it is a bearish reversal pattern. So if you're like, what the heck is that? Kind of equate it with a head and shoulders in your mind. Head and shoulders, reversal, bearish reversal pattern. Same thing with a diamond pattern. So it's pretty clear to me that this is a diamond pattern, but it still needs to be confirmed. If we delete the fancy pattern and say, stop with all that nonsense, and let's just get back to price action, that's what you're preaching. On the 6-hour, it's a little bit clearer. We have an EQ. So resistance 35476, 35504. We have a support on the 4-hour attempting to be held at 35318 and 35248. So the Dow to me looks the weakest, even though NASDAQ has this, we've got that 4-hour higher high, and now we're pulling back. It's not in a downtrend. We're in an hourly downtrend. I should have clarified. Hourly, we're in a downtrend, and this could be a bear flag on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ showed more strength out the gate Sunday night and yesterday with partial trading hours, but it's pulling back pretty hard. So YM to me is the weakest with this diamond pattern. So resistance 35476, 35504. We have a lot of banks in YM and a lot of banks in RTY. So I have been on the RTY bandwagon for a few months, and I'm going to stay with it until it stops working. In my opinion, this is the most influential chart in the market. Why? Because we have 2,000 names. We have 2,000 names in RTY, 500 in ES, and only, was it 30 in the Dow? So we don't have a lot of names in SPY relative to RTY. And this is where the hype has been, the growth charts. PEN, DKNG, AMC, GAIN. So this has been the most influential chart in the market because this is where the money has been flowing. So pretty important 4-hour EQ in my opinion. Support 2289, 2277, resistance 2299, and 2312. I'm just going to stop and mention that I don't monitor the chat until the very end, and then I will grab your chart requests and do a few. This lasts about 20 to 25 minutes, and I have to get through all of those charts, so I just rip through them with reckless abandon. If you need more details, pause and rewind and kind of maybe pause it just to get screenshot these levels if you need. We have plenty of moderators in chat that can answer your questions. They are all wonderful traders, and they can answer your technical questions. All right, so RTY, most influential chart in the market. YM with a diamond pattern on the 4-hour and an EQ. NASDAQ with an hourly downtrend, and in my opinion, this will have to stop the bleed in order for the market to find a bottom right now. So we are light green. That's the lightest of green to flat. For me, this is a win for the bulls. We had a long weekend for everyone to get nervous about the market, and they didn't start selling it hard when we opened Monday. So to me, bulls are still large and in charge until the bears show the whites of their eyes. Gold. Gold potential hourly bear flag, super bearish pullback. We have resistance at 1822, 1829 support, 1810 and 1806. Oil, we're getting a little hourly lower wick on this candle, so the bulls are buying this dip. What I was watching is we're looking for a daily higher low. Y'all know I don't like it when the 50 MA has a frown overhead. Look at that frown. Typically, when we come test a downtrending frown overhead, the 50 MA, we reject from it. So let's see what the bulls can pull together and possibly get a higher low compared to 67.12. Here's what I'm looking at on oil. I like to get context. The more context I can get, the more informed trader I can be, and I can make more informed decisions. So we have a potential monthly bull flag on oil. Okay, monthly bull flag on oil. We got this little downtrend on the weekly. It's not getting a lot of follow through. So right now we're opening within last week's range, and that low is 67.12 and that high is 70.61. I would love for us to stay within this range, because remember, we only have 4 days now of oil trading history. Stay within that range. And then next week, possibly get a tiny bear break out of the inside bar and then resume higher. And you say, Lori, you just took a lot of leaps. You just took a whole lot of creative liberty just making all these leaps. You're playing hopscotch over here in the Taylor space, blank space. But that's what you have to do as a trader. Visualize the more likely scenarios and map it out in your head. Say, okay, this could be what happened. This could be what would happen. And the more times you map it out and then you get confirmation of what these patterns are telling you, then you're anticipating. And it is my contention that to be a good trader, you need anticipation, discipline, and conviction. Anticipation, conviction, and discipline. And in my opinion, anticipation is what comes last in your toolkit for trading. Conviction, you need to, stand for something, you're a fall for anything. You need to have strong convictions held loosely, meaning have the conviction, and when the chart proves you wrong, back away from it and stop out. You need that conviction. You need the discipline to stop out. You need the discipline to have good entries. And that anticipation is that last muscle that you develop as a disciplined trader, anticipation. How do you anticipate? It's by visualizing the right side of the chart, and you just map it out. Okay, here's one scenario. Here's another scenario. Here's another scenario. The more you do that, you're going to become an amazing trader. So that's what I'm doing now with oil. Watch me anticipate. Okay, monthly bull flag. All right, that's the more likely scenario with this chart. Okay, we got the weekly bear break, didn't get a lot of follow through. We got weekly inside bar, and we got, how big of a range is that? And I'm sorry if I sound short of breath. I'm just kind of on the struggle bus right now with smoke. Okay, 5% range last week. That's a large range for oil. We could stay within that range. Stay within that range this week, and then give me a little tiny bear break next week, and then let's zoom higher. That would be what I would say would be the more likely scenario with oil with this monthly bull flag overhead. Hourly resistance, 69.23, 69.42, support, 67.64 and 67.12. Yep, 67.12. Okay, if anyone's in the chat room that knows off the top of your head, the oil reports, because we were off on Monday, typically it's pushed to Thursday. So typically today we would have the API estimates at 4:30 Eastern on Tuesday. I don't know if that's being moved till tomorrow. Then typically we have the actual inventory report on Wednesdays at 10:30 Eastern. I don't know if that's being pushed to Thursday, and nat gas as well from Thursday to Friday. That's typically the schedule, but if you trade oil and nat gas, you should know it. You need to find that out, and if we have anyone in the room that knows it, that'd be great if you could share. Potential hourly bear flag, we're breaking these inside bars bearishly. Your support, 50534. Then the next one, I did this on the 4 hour. Your next support, 49500, resistance 5294446. So we had this beautiful bullish move in crypto over the weekend, and now we're pulling it back. I wouldn't say any of this is unhealthy. We have plenty of room for a weekly bull flag on Bitcoin, so I'm not getting overly bearish here on this pullback on crypto. Ethereum, weekly inside bar. Now, Ethereum is pulling back more on the 4 hour than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin dominance chart had a good bounce last night. If you don't know what that means and you trade crypto, come join Chart Guys. We can teach you about it in the crypto channel. We have Dan and lots of moderators and traders that talk about the dominance chart and pairing. So on any bounce, we're looking for a 4 hour lower high on Ethereum, resistance 39.71, 39.73, support 3667 and 3341. Apple. Okay, Apple's breaking bullish. So in pre-market, but I want to see it during regular trading hours. We have daily inside bars. So we have 2 daily inside bars, meaning Wednesday we had a large range. We stayed within that range Thursday, and then Friday we stayed within the Thursday range. So we have daily inside bars and 4-hour EQ. So I don't count this 4-hour EQ breaking bull until it happens in regular trading hours. My opinion, ergo, wherever Apple ends up is where the market will end up. So whatever happens with Apple, NASDAQ will strongly follow. So this NASDAQ hourly downtrend can be negated quickly if Apple breaks bull out of these inside bars. When I look at it on the daily, I would like actually to see it break bear as an Apple bull. Break bear, touch that 8 EMA at 151.91, and then give me some zoom higher. Just get a little breather in there. We're pretty extended. We got a little air pocket between price and the 8 EMA. And if you use the 12 EMA, you have a bigger air pocket. You see what I'm talking about. So price may need to come back and just rest on that daily 8 EMA before it can take another leg higher. But I can't argue with price action, and right now we're breaking this EQ to the bullish side, so I would not be shorting Apple or the NASDAQ in that scenario. AMC. I'm going to stay on the daily chart. We have daily inside bars, resistance 44.80, support 42.47. So the bulls are attempting to break these daily inside bars to the upside, which would mean that this daily higher low is set. And we have approximately 19% short float on AMC per Ortex. Please verify that on your own. So getting over that 44.80 and 44.90, we're doing it in pre-market on some volume. So I would almost even count this a bullish break because it's happening on volume. Your next resistance is up at 47.85. BTBT, positive news. Crypto had a good weekend. The more I stared at this chart, I'm thinking, why am I putting this on our list? Because we had this wide range. We could stay within this range another day, but they have a new partnership. I don't know. There's the extent of what I know. They have a new partnership. It's a little news catalyst. And when we have these Reddit names that have a news catalyst and crypto had a good weekend, it could have a good day. Support is down at 13.13, 12.32. Resistance 13.85, 14.55. If we'd pull back, I would see a buying opportunity at 12.13. Corsair, they had bullish news. New credit lines, meaning that they have more money available to build their business. Resistance 29.12, 29.15. Support 28.48. 28.06. How hard is this one ran compared to Penn? Okay, Penn has ran pretty hard relative to Corsair. So this may be a laggard play in the gaming section. So resistance 29.12, 29.15, support 28.48, 28.06. I like this to the long side. And I don't just go look for news. Oh, we have news. Okay, let's go bullish. No, news plus technical setup. Always news plus technical setup. So pull back to 28.48 could be a dip buy opportunity. Google. We're looking for a daily high or low with potential daily bull flag. We have support on the hourly 28.68, then 28.48. Resistance 28.83, then 29.10. So let's clear this out. So we have a potential daily bull flag. We got to hold that 8 EMA for me in order to qualify for a daily bull flag. We do have elevated bear volume, which is not ideal with a bull flag scenario. So I would love for it to break through the low of Friday by just a hair, the chinny chin, and then go higher. I like those tiny bear breaks with very little follow through and then zoom. So even a pullback to 28.68 could be a buy, and then 28.48. That could be a buy. Looking for that bull flag. So I'm looking for pullbacks to buy on Google for a swing scenario. MDB. So MDB killed earnings. We traded it bullishly Friday. Great gains. To whom I know a few of you did. You messaged me and posted it in TCG chat. Support 49975, 49660, then 48253. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a back burner trade. So what I'm going to do is go set my back burner alert. Tell me when RSI crosses 30 on the 5-minute chart. I'm looking for a MDB Queen of the Mountain back burner trade today. This is my favorite trade of the day, MTCH. So MTCH was added to the S&P. News came out today. They're up 9%, and that's good. I want it to stay chill. I would love to be able to buy a tiny higher low back to the daily EMAs for zoom higher. Why am I stuck with the zoom? I'm sorry, I was not around any small children. What is my problem? Okay, so on August 23rd, back here, Crowd announced their inclusion in NASDAQ, and it had about a 25% run. So with Match, it's the S&P, not the NASDAQ, and we're running to the underside of a daily 250, but we're getting over those. And now we're so close to the all-time high, it almost becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I'm going to say that again. Okay, so we are under the EMAs before price action started this morning. So, man, this bull volume tells me somebody knew something, right? So I am looking, it's going to open up above these key EMAs. And when we get so close to the all-time high, it acts like a magnet or a self-fulfilling prophecy where we go tag it and go a little higher. That's what I'm looking for in Match. But I would love a 5-minute back burner trade on Match. Oh, it just happened in pre-market. That's not a lot of volume. Come to me in regular trading hours. Would love to buy a dip for a 3 to 5 day hold on Match. This is my queen of the mountain, and it's not necessarily a day trade. I'm looking for a hold. Crowd, I saw it. I saw the news. I reported it to you being added to the NASDAQ, and I watched it run for multiple days without me. I only caught 1 day of it. On Match, I'm not going to let that happen. I have strong conviction on this to the long side, but I'm going to let it come to me. I'm not just going to jump in blindly. I need a technical setup. Give me something. Give me a level, a high or low. Give me something where I can put my stop. NIO, I'm looking short again. Whoever traded it Friday, we got a great trade out of it. We still have, let me zoom back out, sorry. We still have a potential weekly bear flag. This was my drawing from Friday, and it's still in play. We are trapped underneath the weekly EMAs. On the hourly, we're trying to change the trend. We're getting over 41.12. So I would even go up to 41.55 for a potential short. Let's use that, 41.55 for a potential short, because when we get these higher highs with very little follow through, it confirms that weekly bear flag setup. So I'm looking for a short on NEO on or around 41.55. Nike, upgrade, I'm looking for that weekly higher low. So this is a potential weekly bull flag. I'm looking for the higher low to get set. And this upgrade may be the catalyst. A buy around 163.04 or 162.22. If we break above 164.17, I would say we have a more likelihood of that weekly higher low being set above 164.56, even higher likelihood that that higher low is set. Okay. NVAX, positive news, potential daily bull flag. We talked about it Friday. It didn't come to fruition, and we had said it broke bull over this level on Thursday and couldn't get any follow through. Got tiny follow through Friday and then pulled back. We got a lower wick Friday of them buying the dip. Let's see what happens today with this potential daily bull flag. A pullback to 250 area could be a buy on NVAX spot. Upgrade to $340, potential 4-hour bull flag. I like spot to the long side. This one can get some giddy up and go when it goes. Unfortunately, Friday may have been the opportunity to buy. A pullback to the 255.80 area could be a dip buy area. Don't chase it. Do not chase it. Wait for that high of low bar on spot. Tesla has some positive news about Germany giving, I have it typed here. Yep. To receive over $1 billion from Germany. That's pretty positive news. And we got this daily bull flag that could play out. I like Tesla to the long side. If you don't have a position, that's okay. Wait for it to pull back. They all pull back. When you're trading, I like to remind myself of things. Okay, so right now let's talk about Tesla's at $741.85 right now in pre-market. What are the odds that it never comes back and sees that again? Very low. Pullbacks happen. It could never see it again and run from here to kingdom come. I don't know, but I'm not going to chase it. So I had this pulled up for you. We have 10 minutes before Dan goes live. I can't hit the sound button because there would be a YouTube violation, but I don't know how many of y'all did this growing up. I did this all the time with calf, with geese, and it was a scramble. And I Googled this morning because that was the mental image I see of a lot of you trading as you're just chasing. Look at that, chasing that fastest cow getting dragged. That's what will happen if you chase Tesla. That's what will happen if you chase spot. And then you're trying to force your will. Look at that. I'm going to pull that chart's tail. I'm going to make it come into submission. Don't. Let's just wait for that laggard calf. That one that's kind of injured and slow. Look at that one. I tag out. Just take me. Take me where you need to take me. That's how your trading should be. Don't force your will. You will get hurt. You will get dragged. All right, so Tesla's bullish. QQQ. Gonna have to give y'all some new levels. Those have already changed since I mapped it. And I'm gonna tell y'all are in a calf or geese scramble if y'all start chasing these stocks. You will get dragged. There's your QQ levels. Excuse me. Here are your... I will try to get better and not sound so disgusting in the morning. Here are your SPY levels. Always long on calf. Always. Okay. What do y'all have any questions? Oh, thank you, John Doe. I'm telling y'all, I did this 2 or 3 times a year. I like to do the geese one because they wouldn't hurt me. But if this is not the best visual, look at that. Come on, Nelly. Come on, Amazon. Get that bullish move. It's so just the perfect analogy for trading. Okay. Y'all have any? Let's look at calf. This is hogs. Let's look at hogs. Oh, no, this is cattle because my dad has lots of cattle, so I'm constantly looking at this chart. We have a big pullback on cattle. This is a buyable dip to 123.05. Has very limited trading hours, so it can be a pain in the butt. So I would go long on cattle, LE over 125.50. SoFi. SoFi, 30-minute squeeze, hourly squeeze. Getting nice and tight here. Nice and tight does not mean bullish. Nice and tight means exactly what I'm saying. Nice and tight. So I like for it to create the Instapot effect, which it has now, is just come on, tighten up in there, tighten, tighten, tighten. And I could buy that dip around 1510, 1505 to look to get to the bottom for a potential bull move up. Awesome. That's awesome, Damon. Oh, definitely. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Any other chart request, Dan will be live in 7 minutes, and he will not give you any ridiculous analogies if you get sick of those. He does not. He's Mr. Textbook in a good way. Let's check back in with ES. Getting trapped under the hourly EMAs, 30-minute EMAs. Need that 15-minute trend change. Need it, need it, need it. Get that higher low above 45.29, and then I could look at potential bullish trades. Anything else? Okay. You need, I don't know if you need forward or F is part of your name. Okay, CGC. Oh, nope, that's not it. CGC. Dan put out an amazing video this weekend. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm just going to go over price action. We're trapped below the daily EMAs for now. We got to get over 1771. Don't forget, when we have these levels right behind one another, so 1767 and 1771, we got to get through both of them quick or that resistance stands. Got to get over 1705. Man, we're opening at the lower range of this, but if we could bounce at all, likelihood would be an inside bar if we could get a 50% bounce. So let me do that math. If we could get to around 1726 odds favor, that we would just stay within this large range on Friday, really large range on Friday. We could chop or we could bear flag to the downside. HIMS. They had a CFO announcement this morning. I don't know. It was kind of lame to me. Tight range, 840 is your resistance, and let's just say $8 is your support. You're trapped within that range until that breaks. BB. Sorry, I take my splint off. I can't type like this anymore. Okay. I tell y'all every single time I don't like the way this chart trades. This could be a little bit of falling wedge. You're getting these lower lows with very little follow through. $11 is your key support, $11.44 your key resistance. Okay, SLQT. I can tell you Amazon looks like a daily bull flag. When I trade a chart every day, which is right here, here's the charts I'm going to follow today, Amazon looks like a daily bull flag. I know it without even pulling up the chart, and you should too. If you trade it often, you should know. This looks really bad. This looks like a short. Yep, we're at the 0.618 retrace at 1210. This looks like the bears could pile on to this one at open. I would love to short 1237 on this. But I don't like to trade small cap stocks, so I probably avoid it. Amazon, and then this is the last one. I even wrote on here, I wanted to give it to y'all. Potential daily bull flag. I love this chart. On the hourly, we've just been floating down. Lower high, lower low, lower high. Now, come back, test that 1436, and let's go higher. I like it for a daily bull flag. That's it for me. Thank you for joining me. Bring a friend tomorrow, and let's talk about more calf scrambles and rodeo analogies. All right, TCGers, I will see you in the room. Pre-gamers, why aren't you part of TCG? But I'll see you tomorrow. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Chart Gal Lori Twitter. All right, that's it.